Y'all are joining us a little bit late, but I'm glad that you're here. If you missed that, he just poured an absolute word. And I'm thankful for that. I wanted to say that the roots are planted in the ground. They're planted in the earth. They're planted in the soil, which is always going to be good soil. Know that you're planted in more than just shallow ground. This is not a place that God has brought you to allow you to come through and then give up on you. That he's always missioning, making, beholding. God is forming, moving you in different directions and ways in depiction of everything that you are big enough to do if you stay rooted in him. See, when you plant a seed, the seed is rooted in the ground first. It ain't gonna get up above ground until it's ready, until it's rooted. And you have to be careful of people who sprout up too quick, and everybody that comes to the surface and then gets a little leaf on them, that they get a little green attached to them, is not rooted in him. Some stuff be on shallow ground, but if you stay deep enough, long enough, God'll make you bright enough soon enough. God has to plant you so you're rooted in him. I wanted to say that, and I wanted to say this, that know that everything you do is not for anybody but for him. That you're just redeeming people back to the light where they can see the glory, not in you, not in your brother, but in him. And Moses is a stuttering leader. He is a speech suppressed leader. Whatever way you want to spin it, he's still a leader. But he had to have somebody as a mouthpiece, but he had to be willing to go. Believe you me, when he shows up, Aaron has to shut up because God got deep down in his speech and hold his tongue. Jeremiah said, I'm a little boy. God said, don't say that. Don't say that out of your mouth. Don't even use my breath to say that you small enough. You not large enough. You not everything that I've created you to be. You are bigger than what you could imagine you to be. You are greater than everything, anything that they would say that you couldn't do. He says, don't you speak it. You may have heard it. Don't speak it. You may see it. Don't speak it. He says, all you got to do is show up and open your mouth. Show up, shut up, speak up through God, and allow him on the front lines to speak through you. Is that we are tainted. Listen to me. We're tainted. Then been through years of Adventism, been through years of trying to change it, warp it, trying to find my voice in that junk of the rehearsal, the play, and God helped me get to a for real place where it's not about how I can articulate or pontificate, where it's not about the rhythm or the flow, but I can connect to, I don't need a voice or a tone. I just need to show up and shut up so that he can speak through me. And when you do that, it's that God takes you and me and moves us out of the way and allows your voice to be here so he can talk through you today. That like we can rhyme and put stuff together, like we can make it sound real pretty, but at the end of the day, your word is what God uses. Your breath is what he envelops in. Your body is his temple. Is that he wants to envelop, dwell. He wants to possess that so that he can use that. All you have to do is be willing enough to show up. And you've been showing up. Keep showing up. Never stop getting up to show up. If you don't know what to say, still show up. Don't have the right outfit, still show up. Even if you're dressed decked up, still show up. Regardless of what happens, always show up. And God will make a miracle out of a mess. God will turn whatever we describe to be our ministry into the message. That I'm just anybody, right? Trying to tell somebody about one body who can save everybody. It's like bread.
No, I'm just a nobody.
Nobody.
Trying to tell anybody about the somebody who can save anybody, everything.
Absolutely. You said the seed was planted. You planted the seed. That seed becomes the bread, the bread that feeds, the bread that shields, that sets free, that the bread that is the body. That do this, keep planting, do this, keep sowing, do this, keep feeding, do this, he said, in remembrance of me. All you got to do is show up and plant it. God will bring the increase. God will bring the harvest. It don't matter if they run a 18-wheeler tractor across that thing. As long as the ground is tilled and the plant and the seed is planted, it don't matter how it got in there. If you gotta jump down and dig with your hands, plant the seed. If you gotta do it with your ear, plant the seed. Whatever it takes, just plant the seed.
What people don't even realize is that the wine comes from a grape, which also grows from the ground.
Oh yeah, that's why he said, "You are the branches, but I'm the vine. Be ye one in me, and I will be one in you." But you can't take or pour new wine into old wineskins.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be delivered, set free of everything that would hinder me, hold me, that will put me in the incapacity of being used by God, in my disability of stop seeing me. Get out your way. That's for me today. Get out of my way of trying to please people in the purpose of what I seem to be passionate in. It says if you would just be for real about it, keep showing up and keep being quiet. And for me, that's Jay, show up and start being quiet. Show up and wait till I pour. Don't run through the intro, the verse, all the formalities hindering God to a certain space for him to show up. If you show up and shut up, God gotta take the whole show. So it's not about you or me. At the end of the day, when there's no more money to be found, when there's no more cash, there's no more cars, no more clothes, no more internet, no more Instagram, no more Facebook, none of that stuff. You know what's gonna matter? Did you show up and did you allow him to speak through you?
You may not think a lot about. It says.
BB.